One sign that I truly believe signifies a man's mental toughness is how competitive they are on a day-to-day basis. Now, I wasn't the most competitive guy, but I remember in school, especially towards the last few years of my school, it would be very evident when a couple of the kids in my class or students in my class, whatever you want to call them, were complete opposite of competitive. Any challenge, any minor little thing that challenged them, they would run away from it. You know how when you're in school, some random, overconfident dude would, come and be like, oh, let's run, let's see who's faster. These guys would probably be the ones who would say, no, you're faster than me. I don't want to beat you. I don't want to, run against you. This used to be their mindset. And it would be very evident that these guys are not confident in themselves. They're not competitive. They don't want to compete. They don't want to be challenged by anyone, and they were almost pushovers because of that. Nobody really respected them, nobody really cared about them, and that is a sign of feminine energy dominating the masculine energy in you as a man, which I don't it's not a good thing. And when you have that mentality as a man, you are often categorized as weak, and even though it's not something that may be too out there, people will over time, when you spend time with people over a decent period of time, they will get that energy from you. They will understand that you're not quite confident in yourself. You don't want to take challenges on. You're a person who fears things, worries about things, and runs away from things than actually go on to face it head on. Something I found myself subconsciously doing since I found self improvement was comparing myself to almost everyone. And I know a lot of people hate comparison because it apparently destroys their confidence. Oh, that guy's better than me, so clearly I'm not good enough. I need to be sad about it. That is the mentality most people have, which I'm not going to question because it depends on an individual basis. Some people love comparing themselves, which I think I do, and other people hate comparing themselves. And often, whenever I compared myself, when I looked at someone who was better than me at something, I wouldn't look at it as a negative thing and think, oh, he's better than me at this, or she's better than me at this, I suck at this. I don't think that way. I think about it in a way, okay, this is something that I actually need to work on, something I need to improve on, and there is definitely room for improvement in my life as an individual. And I still do that. It's not even something that I try to do, but it's just something I do. I walk out the door and I see people, and some things that are you just get, either it might be the person's clothes, the person's confidence, the eye contact you're making with them. You will learn, you just notice little things about them, even though you looked at them for only a couple seconds. And I compare myself with those things. Are they better than me at this? Why are they better than me at this? It's something I just have grown to do. It's a habit now, and I'm always looking at things as a competition, even though it doesn't need to be. And often people will find that as a negative thing to do. I don't think it is. As long as you're not going and making it evident, I think it's fine to have that competitive nature. That competitive nature is what defines how tough you are as a man mentally. Competition is literally what defines a man. As a man's life, it's almost all competition. From the job you're going to get, from the race you're running in school, the woman you want in life, it's all about, even though it may sound cool, it's always about beating the people below you and achieving the best result possible. That is life as a man. From your childhood, if you find yourself, if you just think back to moments and you constantly find yourself running away from any little challenge that comes ahead of you, you really need to work on that. I'm not going to tell you how, but you just need to have that. You need to develop the courage to take on that challenge instead of running away from it. If you run away from it, you're really going to struggle in life. That is the truth. You're not going to achieve great things in many aspects if you're going to run away from certain things and actually go on to challenge it. It doesn't matter if you win in the challenge or come out on top in that competitive nature that you're in, but it's important that you have that competitive mindset that, okay, I'm willing to compete. I want to freaking beat you and get the result I want. If you don't have that, then you have room to improve, a lot of room to improve. If you can relate to whatever I said, it's as great of a sign as you can possibly get that you're a competitive, you're a tough guy mentally.